The Institute of Engineering and Medicine at UC San Diego is an organized research unit. And the reason we have ORUs at UC San Diego is to promote new collaborations and partnerships between students, faculty, research scientists, and clinical investigators from a wide variety of different disciplines and backgrounds, so that they can bring their diverse talents together to make progress on important problems and discover new knowledge. We established the GEMINI program, the GEM Inclusion Initiative, to make it easier for everyone, regardless of their training, their background, their interests, their first language, or their community, to find partners and work together. We want to take full advantage of the wonderful diversity of people and talent we have here on campus to build new coalitions who will work together on important problems in healthcare, life science, and technology that meet the needs of the diverse communities that we live and work in. The people who are doing the most, working the hardest, and being the most effective at promoting diversity and inclusion at the interfaces of engineering and medicine are very often our pre- and postdoctoral trainees and our early career research scientists and faculty. The IEM is really fortunate to be able to offer for the second year our GEMINI Fellowship and our GEMINI Faculty Mentor Award. We received many high-quality applications, and we were really impressed and moved by the wide array of efforts and the energy that UC San Diego students, trainees, and researchers are dedicating to promoting diversity and inclusion, social justice, access and success in their fields and in their communities. Nicole is one of many graduate students across campus who have made it a priority to promote diversity and equity, mentor other students, reach out to the community, and participate in discussions about access, inclusion, and climate. This not only takes time, energy, and dedication, but very often courage too. Nicole, congratulations. We're very proud and grateful for everything that you are doing and hope that this award will help you to inspire other students to follow your incredible example. You know, mentorship is so important, and many of our inspiring faculty mentors who are actively promoting inclusion are our early career faculty and research scientists. Brian has an impressive record of advocacy and service promoting inclusion in biomedical engineering and science since well before he joined the faculty here at UC San Diego. He's also widely admired by his students for his caring and inspiring mentorship and guidance. I want to congratulate Nicole and Brian and thank all of the nominees and all of the nominators of these awards for their dedication to promoting inclusion at the interfaces of engineering and medicine at UC San Diego.
Hi, I'm Deborah Spector. I'm a professor in cell and molecular medicine and the Skaggs School of Pharmacy. First, I want to congratulate our GEMINI Award winners, Brian Aguado and Nicole Felix Velez. I began my association with IEM in 2013, directing a program called Galvanizing Engineering in Medicine, where we bring clinicians and engineers together to solve important healthcare problems with novel engineering solutions. And out of GEM grew the GEMINI, the Galvanizing Engineering in Medicine Inclusion Initiative, to really direct our efforts now to increasing diversity within bioengineering. This is the second year that we've had our GEMINI Awards, and I have to say that the applicants this year are just as remarkable as we've had the past year.
I'm really excited to hear about this year's IEM GEMINI awardees, Brian and Nicole. I'm excited to see some of the work they're doing towards making the Jacobs School of Engineering a more inclusive place where all students can thrive and succeed. They're doing some excellent work, not only as scholars, but also within their community, dedicating time to mentoring students, and especially helping to increase the diversity in the engineering and the medical profession, where it's more important to have a broader representation where we could serve all communities.
Hi, my name is Adam Engler. I'm a professor in the Department of Bioengineering as well as the department chair. So I first met Nicole digitally through her application to our graduate program and quickly fell in love with the fit that Nicole has for our department in terms of her amazing academic abilities, her research interests that are very well suited for our department's strengths, as well as her commitment to diversity and inclusion. Nicole is very passionate about students that identify from historically marginalized communities. As a discipline, bioengineering or biomedical engineering tends to be underrepresented in terms of our historically marginalized individuals. So Nicole's work and efforts in the department in terms of her organization within the Biomedical Engineering Graduate Student Society has been really key in providing advocacy and just information for me as department chair, but for our faculty as well. And I think she's really helping to move the needle in terms of representation within our department.
My name is Brian Aguado, and I'm an assistant professor of bioengineering at UC San Diego. Nicole and I first met when we were at the SACNAS conference in 2019. And we had connected via our virtual community known as Latinx and BME. I co-founded Latinx and BME with the mission to engage Latinx biomedical engineers from around the country and build a virtual community. And through this virtual organization, Nicole was one of our first graduate students to join the community. And I met Nicole through through Latinx and BME, and she had connected with me over the SACNAS conference. And that's when we first had our first interactions. And I think that through organizing this community, Nicole and I have been able to start building our professional relationship. And since then, Nicole has been an integral member of my laboratory. She was technically the first graduate student to join my lab in fall of 2021. And it's a really unique experience to start a lab with an assistant professor. You're taking a risk, and Nicole is really a risk taker. And she saw a vision in our research program and decided to dedicate her dissertation on studying sex differences in cardiovascular disease using biomaterial technologies. Nicole, huge congratulations on your GEMINI award. I think that this award is a true testament to your abilities as a scientist, as an engineer, and as a mentor. And I think that you're so well deserving of this award for so many different reasons, given your lived experiences and given your dedication to the bioengineering field. And I'm super proud of all the progress that you've made. And I can't wait to watch the next decade for you and watch your future success, because there's going to be lots of success in your future. So I'm so excited to watch it. Thanks so much for joining me on this adventure, and I'm so proud to be your mentor.
Hi, my name is Rayanne. I'm a third-year PhD student in Brian's lab. I first learned about Brian when I was actually in Chicago for my master's. My old PI had mentioned Brian's name when I had expressed interest in UCSD, and she mentioned his lab and his interests and his involvement with outreach and Latinx and BME, which were all super enticing to me. So after that first meeting with him, I was really drawn to Brian. I was drawn to his values as a PI. And I think for myself, coming from the background that I do, we shared a lot of similar interests and experiences. And that was all really encouraging for me to kind of want to pursue my PhD in his lab. His involvement with Latinx and BME has been super inspiring as well. I've seen him create this humongous network, which has been absolutely incredible to kind of witness. And they're hosting their first symposium in the fall. He's been telling us all about it, which is also super exciting. And Brian, as a mentor, has also been very it's been a very special experience being able to kind of speak at a personable level with my PI. Representation of faculty from underrepresented backgrounds is definitely something that needs to be worked on, not only at the university level, but across all industries. And I think programs like GEMINI are really going to help kind of push forward a new leg and a new foot by giving support to people who want to pursue that and have their voice be heard. And with that, I think Brian is, I just wanted to congratulate him on this award and for all of his amazing achievements and involvements, and just, from student to mentor, from person to person. Thank you, Brian, and congratulations.
Hi, my name is Talia Badur, and I am a PhD student in Dr. Brian Aguado's lab. So I met Dr. Aguado at a conference actually before I was a PhD student, and he was studying a really cool topic. It was sex differences in cardiovascular disease, and that immediately caught my attention because I was very interested in women's health research. Dr. Aguado is extremely focused on diversity and inclusion, especially in the lab and in other aspects of his career. He is the founder of Latinx and BME and is also highly involved. He talks about it all the time. He has a very diverse lab, and we have PhD students from multiple backgrounds. And he's also extremely empathetic when it comes to supporting our specific needs, which might be pretty nuanced depending on our backgrounds. Dr. Aguado challenges me every day to be a better scientist and to think critically, and his support is really unmatched. I would say he's a very unique mentor because he not only cares about the science and the research and the data, but he also cares about developing you professionally and making sure that you are at your best.
I'm Karen Chrisman. I'm a professor in bioengineering and also associate dean for faculty in the Jacobs School of Engineering. In terms of Brian's contributions to EDI, he's done a tremendous amount, I think, nationally with his Latinx and BME organization, which actually had their first symposium right before BMES this year, which was a big hit, and really fostering an environment of inclusivity for Latinx people throughout the country, but also here at UCSD. Brian has really been committed to making improvements, I think, throughout the university, and particularly in the department. He's now chair of our Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee, and making improvements for better both faculty recruiting as well as student recruiting. So I'd like to congratulate Brian for this award. It's very well deserved, and we're really lucky to have you as faculty here at UC San Diego.